Welcome back to Tanares Adventures. It's Flagso6 here doing a video on the World Phase. The World Phase is a card-based minigame mode like the City Phase, but that only occurs at the end of a week for a total of 5 weeks. The World Phase represents your efforts to take back Tanares from the Kemet who have been conquering the land. The World Phase map can be found on the back of the City Phase poster. Here are the components you will need to play the World Phase. Set them to the side. World Phase map. Your character deck from the City Phase. Mana cubes for tracking completed challenges. Black cubes for tracking unconquered regions. Miniatures for tracking fully conquered regions. Tokens for marking past completed challenges. This will only be needed for weeks 2 through 5. Goal. In a nutshell, the goal of the World Phase is to gather additional war points that can be used to unlock further progression from the 4 representatives: warriors, strategists, diplomats, or spies. And most importantly, unlocking campaign perks that will provide global benefits throughout the campaign. Setup for Week 1. Place black cubes over every region. These regions are locked until you begin to conquer them, and you cannot use any character abilities or quest card powers until they begin to be conquered. In the first week, all regions will be unconquered. Then, draw 4 hands of 4 cards to the side of the board. Playing stage. The playing stage is 1 turn per player, or sometimes called per hand if you don't have 4 players. In the first week, you will be able to start conquering the 3 regions that are adjacent to the town you control, Warfugee. These regions are South Stravian, Atum, and West Seashores. To begin to conquer a region, play a card that has at least 2 force. Then you may remove its black mana cube. The remaining attributes from that card or any other card in your hand can be used to complete the challenge for that region. Use your mana cubes to track the number of times you completed the challenge. If you have at least 3 remaining unspent ability points, you can send those to Warfugee to be used as an extra ability symbol to be used in any region you can complete challenges. Interrupt abilities cannot be used in the World Phase. Example. Using the hand with Zanuck, we first use the Iron Hand Sergeant to unlock the South Stravian region by using his 3 force ability. We place him in the discard pile. Next, we will use a combination of Zanuck, the Iron Hand Researcher, and Iron Hand Medic to complete 2 challenges in South Stravian. This move spends 6 force and 4 intelligence. Since Zanuck has 4 spycraft that wasn't used, we can utilize 3 of the unspent spycraft to Warfugee as an ability to use in a future turn. Track this down with a cube in Warfugee. This is the end of the hand with Zanuck. Quest card abilities. As you progress through the campaign, you will gain quest cards to keep. On the back side of these quest cards are different abilities that can only be used in the World Phase of the game. These powerful abilities will help you get more war points during the World Phase. There are 2 requirements needed to use a quest card ability. 1. You may only use a quest card ability in a region that you have begun to conquer, which is a region with the black cube removed. Or you may use the quest card ability in an adjacent region of a fully conquered region. That's a region with all challenges completed and will be designated with a miniature. The second requirement is the quest card ability can only be used in a region that matches what is written at the top of the card, such as Atum. Additionally, you must play a character card in that same region for that hand. Example. Using the hand with Garen, we first use the Iron Hand Sergeant to unlock the Atum region. Next, we will use the Burning Bridges quest card ability to draw 1 additional character card. Then we will be able to double the abilities of Garen to complete 2 challenges with him, spending 4 force and 6 spycraft. Since we doubled Garen's abilities, we will have 4 spycraft left and 10 intelligence. We can convert Garen's remaining ability points to 4 ability points in Warfugee to be used later. We will now use the remaining Iron Hand Soldier and Iron Hand Spy to complete one more challenge in Atun. We have 1 Iron Hand Spy left with not enough force for the challenge, but we can use 2 of our Warfugee ability points to give us another challenge completed. Since we used the Burning Bridge quest card, we now remove this card from the game as it is no longer can be used. This is the end of the hand with Garen. Once you have completed all 6 challenges in a region, you can mark that region as fully conquered with a miniature. Any regions that haven't been fully conquered, we will mark with tokens to indicate the number of challenges completed for future world phase turns. You can also know all of this information in the campaign log. Spending phase. Once all 4 hands have been played, we will begin the spending phase by going in sequential order and assigning war points that correspond to the appropriate colors. Red belongs to warriors. Blue belongs to strategists. Yellow belongs to diplomats. Green belongs to spies. And lastly, white can be assigned to any war point category. Lastly, mark down the war points acquired in the campaign log and receive any rewards unlocked in the city book. In future world phase turns, you will set up the map like this before by placing the black cubes on each region that isn't fully conquered. You will continue to play the world phase as before, unlocking additional war points and unlocking special rewards like campaign perks, earning new loot, items, and characters. I hope this look at the world phase helps you get started quicker by playing this great little mini game mode at the end of a week. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you at the next one. Thanks.